Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to take you through the course that we seek to cover in this channel that we have created on HR analytics in depth. So the videos that I will be creating would be on the analytics part for each of the chapters here, and there are 7 chapters. The first chapter is the introduction, and you will notice that each chapter is going to be divided into 2 parts. So you have the human resource theory part, and then you have the analytics part. Here in the human resource theory part, we will cover the 5 factorial scales of efficiency, factors of efficiency for HR analytics practices, and the role of human bias and some key types of bias. This is all there in the introduction of the book. And in the analytics part, we look at the introduction to analytics and the process for analytics, which is Dikova and I. The second chapter deals with hiring, which is definitely one of the trickiest areas in which human resources and people management operates. It's also a huge cost center. Hence, here in the theory, the things covered in the theory, here we cover hiring challenges, the role of benchmarking in hiring, impact of competency-based recruitment, shortlisting for values, interviewer bias in hiring, the role contribution, quality, time, and money, analyzing the interviewer's bias. All these informations are covered or available in the book, as I mentioned. The case study deals with hiring with using numbers, and here we look at a real life data set, plus we look at using the Decova and I process and the Excel tools to solve how to optimize hiring with numbers. The third chapter is learning and development, where again in the book you will notice that there is enough literature given around learning needs identification, measuring learning need gaps, and all the items which are used in the learning need framework, including the skills, digital exchange of skills, aligning learning with skills. You name it, it's here. So it's like a toolkit for the learning and development team. And when we look at the case study covered here, this would be a real life example on learning needs identification using numbers to optimize which person needs which learning intervention. So yes, every chapter has these 2 parts. The fourth chapter is on employee engagement, and here we look at engagement practices and organization cultures, standard practices for an engaged workplace, engagement and values. Engagement metrics. So everything that is required for a people manager to understand employee engagement. And in the case study, we look at solving a real life analyzing employee engagement using a data set, using Excel, using Decova and I. The fifth chapter is on performance metrics, and here you will notice it's covered factors of performance, the impact of competency based approach, and different types of balance scorecards and other scorecards. While the analytics is focused on performance analytics, creating measuring it and creating some benchmarks for the organization. The sixth chapter is on compensation and HR analytics. And in the literature around it, we have remuneration elements, rewarding performance, factors for remuneration, creating a compensation framework. So everything you need to summarize for compensation. And the case study actually looks at compensation and rewards for a performance driven outcome. Again, this has the Excel data set, it has the Decova and I process, and you have the Excel toolkit. The last chapter is on attrition and retention. So here we are looking at elements of attrition, fixing these deficits, and correlation of various elements. while the case study is the practical hands-on example on attrition management scorecard. And like in all the case studies, there will be an Excel data set, there will be the Decova and I process, there will be the Excel tools being used. You already know me. I'm Subhashni, and I've interacted with you earlier. The HR part, the literature of it is from Reuben, my co-author, and he's a subject matter expert in people management, talent management, the frameworks, and the like. If you need any further explanation on the HR and people management part, do reach out to Reuben. You can reach out to him on the email or on um, LinkedIn. I will endeavor to take you through the analytics case studies. Here I have also added in the comments below, I generally add some interesting links. And today I've added a free test to understand your brain orientation. So go ahead, take it, and do give me a feedback.